Hey everyone, Hero Forever here, and today we're going to be building a tiny truck on automation, then testing it in BeamNG. As always, one of the only restrictions I have for this vehicle is I want the quality to be 5 or under. I know you can get some pretty small bodies in this game. Yeah, this looks like it's the smallest. That's awesome. 1985 Ford Ranger right here. It's a truck, so obviously we're going to do a steel ladder frame. Steel, front longitudinal, solid axle coil works. Let's do a solid axle coil in the back as well. Tiny Hero. I can spell this video too. Anyhow, it's a tiny truck, but we're still going to be honest and make a V6. I'm not a fan of the trucks that use the inline 4s nowadays. I can't believe they're doing that. Let's make this a 5.4. There we go, 5.4. I'm pretty sure that's the size of Silverado engines as well. Moving on, crankshaft. I like to always do cast light and cast iron in the beginning, and then I go back and tune as necessary. Compression, we'll just put it at 11.1. Cam profile, springs and lifters, that can all stay. No VVT, no VVL. RPM limit, 6,000 is good. We might lower it a little bit actually. Natural aspiration. I don't want to do a turbocharger on this. Direct injection is what I like per cylinder with a mid for this build. Usually I do performance high or race. Let's do tubular mid. This thing's looking a little bit crazy. I'll be a little bit fancy with exhaust. We can do dual. And for the size, let's just put it at a 3 for now. Catalytic converter. High flow 3-way with baffled and no second muffler. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Let's go and change out the material for everything. This puts us at 429 foot-pounds of torque. I want to raise that a little bit and maybe get closer to 400 horsepower. Right away, what I know we can do is probably make the exhaust a little bit smaller. Also, I do want to make it a little bit more lean of an engine. We don't need a big heavy diesel engine for this. However, now I want to increase the cam profile. Then to finish it up, let's just make the springs and lifters a little bit stronger. Yeah, that puts us at 430 with 419 foot-pounds of torque. That's perfect. This kind of reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode where Squidward goes into the walk-in freezer and then he gets froze or whatever, and then like 50,000 years go by and then SpongeBob's banging him down and shit. It's not that powerful of an engine. I'm not going to make it exotic, but I will give it that custom little color. Light blue, that works. I want the truck bed. I feel like you need to have that if you have a truck. Putting any covers on or anything kind of takes away from the point of it being a truck, I feel like. I actually want to change this color. My dad has a yellow F-250, so that's kind of where I'm getting this idea from. I wanted that as my first car, actually. But then I ended up buying a little sedan because I didn't want to pay the gas prices. But I love my car now. Besides having to do a full engine rebuild on that thing, I hated doing that. Technically, I'm mechanic, state, and ASE certified, but that don't mean I like doing that stuff in real life. It's looking really silly in the front, and in the back it looks silly as well. I'm pretty happy with this. This is about my standard level of build quality. So if you guys don't like it, click off the video. Otherwise, we're going to continue onwards with the drivetrain. Rear wheel drive. We'll do advanced automatic with a 4-speed. Top gear, I don't know if we want to do it that high. Maybe like 126 and then limit it at 125. First gear, we're definitely going to want lower though, like 20 miles an hour. Spread 50 is okay. Electric LSD. Then we'll do intermediate tires. Why not? Still be able to hold a pretty good amount of weight, especially now that we widen them up. Look at that. For the front, let's do vented disc with 2 pistons, size 12. The back, we'll do the same thing, vented disc, 2 piston, size 12. And oddly enough, I know it's ironic, but I want to do a race diffuser just to give us that little bit of extra downforce because we are going to be racing this thing in the end. No convertible, however, I do want to do a bench seat in the front. I love trucks with those. The interior, we'll just do the standard with no luxury. We can just do CD, or is there an FM option? No, just AM. Let's just do basic AM then. And then steering, electric variable. Traction control and ABS would be nice. Let's make it a little bit lighter and do most of the way in the front. Just for fun, I want to try making it all-wheel drive on demand with advanced automatic 4-speed. It's a little bit crazy and unrealistic. Let's put it into BeamNG and see what it can do. We have successfully made it into BeamNG, and we are looking a little bit funky back there. Let's see. Oh my gosh. What the freaking shit. This thing's fast. I did not expect this. I really didn't. But I love it. It's so awesome. We might actually be able to win a race with this. It has so much power. Holy freaking cow. This thing is invincible. It flips so easy too. Oh my gosh, that suspension is crazy. And there's so much power. You know, this only weighs like 2,500 pounds and it's so fast. This is gonna win the race. It has to, right? Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna feel really embarrassed and I'm gonna want to cut this out. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's insane. It really is. We're topping out at 125, but it could probably go like 160, maybe even more than that. Let's take a little off-road trail here. Yeah, a little bit of off-roading. Nice and safe. Oh yeah, we're fine. Perfect. Just perfect. Yeah, we're still driving. I'll be honest, it's probably partially because of the all-wheel drive. Regardless, it's a great truck. I would drive this in real life, especially with the 5% window tint so no one can see me in this tiny ass thing. With a little bit of a head start, I think we can make that jump actually. Come on. Oh, 100%. Nailed it. Can we slow down without flipping? We can. We really can. The brakes even lock up. Now, I know we gave this thing the opportunity to tow a little bit with the tow hitch, so why don't we go get this thing set up so we can tow a little bit. By the way, if you guys are into towing on this game or just like watching it, I highly recommend that you guys go check out my smart car versus 50,000 pound video. I'll put a little link you guys can click on. It'll be in the top right of the video right now. I'll also put a link to it in the description below. That way you guys can find it. It was honestly one of the most fun videos I've ever recorded on my channel. And it seemed like a lot of people liked it. So if you guys are into any of that stuff, I recommend you guys check it out. This thing drives so good. We're saying goodbye to the couch, I guess. Holy freaking crap. Let's take this off-road too, just for the heck of it. Can it go off-road with a freaking trailer? Kinda. Until it crashes. He looks like he has a pretty fast car. Look at all that wheel spin. Golly. Now, we aren't going to be very good with corners, so he might win because of that. However, I think we have a pretty good amount of acceleration. We have a little bit of grip and a lot of torque. So maybe that'll help us. As long as we don't roll over, I think we can win this race. And this might even be my best lap time, like, yet in the Automation BeamNG series. Onwards, about 70 miles an hour through there. And taking this turn. Oh, it's so damn slow. He's right behind us. Like I said, those corners are for him. He has every opportunity in the world to catch up at this point. Especially when we go into the corners shaking like we are. Can you guys see all that shaking? Going. Oh my gosh. We hit our top speed so quick. We could have went so much faster, but once again, I think we would lose control at that point. And keep in mind, I turned off the ABS and traction control. I don't like racing with it usually. I feel like it's a little bit more authentic without it. So we might lose control easier because we don't have it on. Now I want to go really slow around here. I really do. I don't want to lose control and I don't want to cut corners either, if possible. How did he not catch up to us during that? Oh, he is. He definitely is. The thing is, he looks like he has such a fast car, and I think he does. But our acceleration just gets us the big lead we want. But stuff like that, that corner we just went by, I think that's where his strong suits are. Obviously not for us. We can barely do that. Oh, this is going to be a rough corner. Yeah, we shake so much going around that corner. I don't know what it is, if it's the type of engine we have or if it's the suspension. I know the front suspension should be a little bit stiffer. Oh no, please don't crash, dude. Okay, we didn't. The brakes on this thing are actually pretty decent. No complaints with that at all. And what are we at right now? We're at... Where does it say it? I don't know. You guys can probably see it. And that was a race. Alright, so that was actually a pretty quick race. It's the fastest time yet we've had in this entire BeamNG series, so that's cool. It still wasn't even that fast, though. So in the upcoming videos, I'd like to do a car that's a little bit more fast, maybe like a actual sports car. If there's anything else you want to see me make on Automation or BeamNG, let me know in the comments down below. I also do Roblox on this channel. Those are kind of like my two niches, so to speak.